Jody here for Journal 4. Describe a new experience, significant event, patient interaction, never seen before diagnosis, etc. If you experience that in clinical this week. So I've dealt with a lot of anxiety and a lot of depression, but I've never really seen anyone that had schizophrenia before. So this is the first time a young gentleman had his first episode. Apparently the family has, the mom had schizophrenia, and she actually ended up being catatonic and getting electrotherapy right before she ended up dying of possible suicide. I'm really not sure, but I didn't realize how much it affected or impacted the family member, or the family members, I guess, if you think of the Punnett square and you think of everyone that could get it, and if the mom has it, then basically everyone can get it. So he had his first episode, and he didn't know that, no one knew he had it. He was 18, finally moved away from home, went to live with some family, got out of a car, started running because he thought somebody was chasing him. No one knew what was happening until they kind of figured out, oh, he must be having an episode. So they had to chase him down and get him to a hospital as soon as possible. And then he was, I guess, medicated and sent to us afterwards. And he actually seemed to be doing really well, but explained the whole scenario to me where he said, it just feels like you're in a really bad movie and it feels like you can't get out of it. Like a really bad horror scene that you can't get out of, where someone might be chasing you. And that's truly how it feels. And it impacted me because I never really, I've seen it a couple times, I guess, but not to the point where it was in action and the patient was being affected, and really explained the whole scenario to me where he was in a hardship and he knew it was happening but didn't know how to get out of it. And really, they really do see things, and they really do think things are happening that aren't happening, which is, to me, does sound like a nightmare. So my personal strengths was probably that I sat and listened and I gave the pause. But my limitations are that I don't know how to treat it very well yet. And I didn't act like I didn't. I don't know if it affected our relationship, but I do definitely need to do some more research on how I would treat it next time. I don't remember I think that they had already been medicated through the hospital and given medications to help the mood stabilization, and also the nightmares, and also the visualizations. So insight, identify specific that I learned reflecting on the event or the interaction, that this is very real to people, and I can see how it's very complicated for the family members and the people that have to take care of them, and how it's very real for the person that it's happening to. But I can also see how a lot of crimes can be committed when this is happening, and a lot of misunderstandings. Not to say that committing crimes is a bad thing, is not a bad thing. What am I trying to say? It's not a bad thing, but I do think that it's very misunderstood, especially with homeless, and especially with people that don't understand the disease, and they just get put in jail. I mean, not to say that they shouldn't be. If they commit a crime, they should be. But I do think that there needs to be more understanding for the patient, for society in general. And I would definitely reflect with that interaction next time, because I would like to know how to treat it, and how to treat it long term and not short term. So I think I learned a lot from that interaction.